Shop. Everybody, welcome. If you didn't know, my name's Austin. For those of you who may not know, I know you all know. What we are going to be covering today, hopefully that goes away. Okay, good. So we're going to be going over a few things, specifically what is myofascial release and why it's important. Those are going to be basically our two big topics today. And basically some common issues that I see a lot in our day-to-day with clients, members, anybody who I kind of run into. And basically how can we fix that with a few easy moves, either with a partner or with just by yourself, essentially. So, and then I'm gonna have a fun little surprise at the end, which I should have brought a mat out here, so I'll bring some in at the end. Does anybody want to guess what myofascial release is? Especially for those of you, I probably already explained this to you before. I should have a few right answers. Anybody want to take a crack at it?
Does that have to do with your face?
No, because I know that's what you thought it was when you first asked. So no.
I'm just kidding, though.
Oh, you are.
No,
so what is it?
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Anybody want to take a crack? Gabby. I know you know what this is. Okay, it's in the same theme. It has to do with muscle. The prefix myo is for muscle. Anybody remembers that from school? Probably not. I barely do. Like I've told many people before, if you looked at my transcripts, you'd be second guessing whether you want to work with me or not. So anyway, myofascial, we'll get into it. So MFR, myofascial release, it's basically a gentle but deep constant massage on your tissues to basically just relieve tightness and any pains that we may have in different parts of our body. Fascia being like the main word here that we want to learn about today. It's a bunch of weird, creepy looking stringy tissue that wraps around our entire body. So if you want to think about like a full body suit that we're encased in, it's fascia. It's super sticky, it's stringy. And specifically today, we're talking about the muscle fascia or myofascia. And basically how we can kind of resolve some of these issues that we have in regards to tightness and pain and things like that. So, weak stomach warning. I'm going to show some pictures. This is what the fascia looks like. It's that nice stringy, webby stuff in there. Kind of looks like a spider's web, if anybody had to kind of compare it to. Anybody want to guess what muscles these are?
They look like ribs.
Ribs? You think ribs? Anybody else? Back? Okay. Very good.
Definitely. Well, I could see kind of like a cage or
Yeah?
kind of spinal column.
The way it's kind of striated. Those are all good guesses. The what? Back shoulder. Okay, like over here. Okay. Good guesses. Good guesses. I actually don't know. So there we go. All right. So addressing some of the issues we have now. So 80% of Americans experience some form of posture, pains, muscle tightness, anything like that. And the kind of alarming part is we've seen a lot of rises in younger and obviously some older adults. We start getting that shoulder lean, but we've seen a lot of younger adults. I'm sure a lot of us are guilty of desk jobs, phones, just being kind of lazy and doing this all the time. So what happens is we start creating more tension in this position, and then those muscles end up becoming fatigued. So part of the workshop that we're going to be kind of addressing here is how to basically release that tension. Hopefully another workshop in the future, I would love to teach about like how to strengthen all those muscles back again. Some of my clients already know that that's kind of what we're working on right now. But basically, that's essentially what leads to that poor posture. And it makes it worse over time because obviously as those muscles get fatigued, they get weaker, things get worse, and then now we become Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it becomes a big nightmare. So leading into it, why is it important? A bunch of cool stuff here. So obviously, bruised posture. Anybody want to know or want to guess what neuromuscular efficiency is? It's actually pretty okay.
Neuromuscular efficiency has to do with how effective or like how visible your neurons are in your muscles.
Wow, yeah, that's actually right on. So yeah, for everybody else who doesn't have like a 200 IQ, um, it's basically mind muscle connection. If anybody's heard that phrase before, mind muscle connection. So basically, when you're doing a bicep curl, you can feel that muscle shorten and lengthen. You can kind of feel that connection. That's what we're talking about. So basically, what the myofascial release can do is once we apply some of that pressure and tissue work, we can then create obviously more blood flow and better connection, letting those neurons fire again and allow proper function of the actual muscles. The reason why that's important, obviously, is because if the muscles aren't working properly, then everything's going to get worse, and we're going to get weaker and all that kind of stuff. So, and there we go. Maintains normal functional muscular length. What's up?
Wouldn't you also be in pain as well if they grow weaker?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes, because that tension's causing a lot of that pain. That's why when we have a tight muscle in our neck or something, we all that pain. That's essentially what causes it. Yeah, exactly. And we have nerves everywhere, so when those start getting stretched and agitated, that's what causes pain. So we want to kind of reset that. The normal functional muscular length is essentially, when something's. I like using the traps because we all just have bad posture, including myself. So don't get mad at me. Our traps and some of our muscles in the upper back here, when they get super long, that's when we get that fatigued, tight, uh, tense muscles, right? So we want to then try to relax, relieve some of that tension, let the traps, in words here, go back to normal length, so then they can function properly. Because right now, some of us have frozen shoulders because our traps are so lengthened and tight, and that causes the shoulders to get frozen. So when we do shoulder presses, that's all I got when I have my stuff protracted right here. But when I put myself back at normal length, I got all the range of motion I can possibly have. So again, obviously leading to the next one, joint range of motion and or mobility, and then the shorter terms. And then obviously, yeah, decreasing overall effects of stress on the body, again, with the pain. And this stuff can be manifested mentally as well. I've seen a lot of people, I'm no, magician or miracle worker or anything like that, but I've done tissue work on people and they've cried not out of pain, but just from relief. So it can also manifest emotionally and mentally as well. And then vice versa. But last one is kind of an interesting one. I don't know how much, uh, I have a few people who are kind of in that Eastern medicine sort of state of mind or whatnot. So what I've done is some tissue work on people, and sometimes they've gotten sick because I'm breaking up all these toxins and tissue and other types of particles in the body that then gets flushed out by your lymphatic system and sometimes can lower your immune system for a short period of time, and sometimes you can actually get sick from it. But that's a rare case. But when you're doing this tissue work, depending on where you're going, you might be stimulating some of those glands in the lymphatic system. So it can actually help with better, not only blood flow, like I said, but better flow in the lymphatic system, which again can help fight infections and actually help improve your immune system over time. So massage yourself. You won't get sick as often, and you won't get staph. Well, I can't guarantee that. But, all right, what does the research say? So before anybody starts saying, "Oh, foam rolling," foam rolling is just one example of myofascial release. It's just obviously the most common one. You see it in gyms all the time. If I see a raise of hands, I'd probably say about majority of you I've made foam roll once or twice. But massage gun, actual deep tissue work from a massage therapist, foam rolling. It could be Graston scraping. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. You got the little dull D-shaped blade. Get some oil and you can kind of scrape. Cupping. Those are all different types of myofascial release. So the research, at least what I was reading, especially in school, the research was showing mainly foam rolling and actual deep tissue massage, which you can usually replicate from a really strong massage gun, was showing at least 5 to 10 minutes a day of myofascial release is super, super effective in the short term, meaning, within 5-10 minutes of working on some muscle, you're going to see a lot of great results like immediately. And then obviously long term, you're going to see a lot of great mobility increases in whatever you're trying to do if you do it every day. And I love this analogy. I'm probably told this a million times to other bunch of people in here, but were you going to say something? No. Oh, okay, okay. Who here brushes their teeth and or floss every day? Okay, I hope everybody. Who flosses every day? Okay, not every hand. So I don't either. Well, I don't know why I raised my hand. I brush my teeth every day. All right, so don't get mad at me. So with the flossing, it's my favorite analogy. So when you don't floss every day and you go to the dentist and they do your little, teeth cleaning, they do the floss and gums start bleeding and it hurts. And they're like, you flossing every day? And you're like, yeah. And then, you're lying. So, and they know you're lying. So what happens, has anybody like not flossed for a while and they start flossing every day, at least trying to? What happens is those gums get less puffy, the pain stops, you can get really deep in there without any pain, and you kind of stop bleeding. So I like using that analogy. It's the same way with the myofascial release. So if we just intervene a little bit every single day, 5-10 minutes, nothing crazy, and everyone's different. So it's, if someone has some shoulder stuff, it's going to be specifically some stuff surrounding the shoulder. If you have tight hips or anything like that, then there's specific spots you want to hit for your tight hips. So you have to do the full body or anything crazy. Just 5-10 minutes on a target area or muscle, and every day, and you're going to start noticing the pain starting to reduce every time you do it. You're going to see a lot better mobility, your ability to exercise and perform just normal daily activity, whatever it may be. So that's my favorite one. Again, I'm even guilty of not doing it every day, so apologize for that. I'm trying to be a good example for everybody. Most common areas to foam roll / stretch / just do any type of myofascial release. Does anybody want to guess what these are? Teres latissimus dorsi. Anybody know where that is? Blake?
Your lats are down your shoulders, or they're across your back.
Yeah, right here? Yeah, nice, awesome. Tensor fasciolata, it's my favorite one. Darren, you got it? No? Okay. Yeah, I saw you raise your hand for the lat one. That was good. Okay, quadriceps. That one's an easy one. Anybody know what the TFL, tensor fasciolata? I just pointed to it, my bad. Yes? Let's see. Where? Let me see. Nice, good job. Gluteus complex / piriformis. Anybody want to guess?
Does that not have to do with anything?
It's your cheeks right here.
Oh, okay.
So, and then gastrocnemius / soleus. Anybody want to guess?
That is your hamstring?
Stomach? Hamstring? No. Calves. Good job.
Okay, calves.
Good job. Good job. Love it. I have pictures in case, so don't worry. Don't get freaked out. Everybody in this room is probably suffering from one of these being tight at least one, if not two. And I've seen, I would probably say 90% of these people in here so far train at least once. I know you guys have a problem with something. You guys are all messed up in some way. All right. So teres and lat dorsi. So the lats, I put these, they're two different muscles completely. So I didn't mean to like confuse you guys. So your teres are a specific muscle kind of closer to your armpit. Kind of a similar function with the shoulder and the lat. They kind of work sort of together. But when you're foam rolling / massage gun, or if you got a buddy who wants to do some coconut oil and just kind of get in there, you're all kind of basically hitting the same complex the whole time. So any training clients probably recognize this one. It's probably one of my favorite ones I like to do. When they say, "Oh, I got tight shoulders," I'm like, "Ooh." So basically, you're just going to place the foam roller under your armpits, and basically what you want to do is you want to kind of move up and down for about like an inch, up and down, back and forth. Nothing crazy. You don't need to roll your whole side of your body and get your ribs and all that stuff. I don't need anybody breaking their ribs. But anybody who has a partner doing this, and also if anybody has a lacrosse ball, this is another good one you can do on the wall or on the ground. If the ground kind of is too uncomfortable and it's kind of hard to contort in that way, you have some other, you're kind of limited in that ability. Feel free to find a wall, and a foam roller or a ball is great, or a massage gun, or if you got a buddy, you can kind of roll that out there as well. The TFL, bright little thing here. I just like calling it the hip flexor, even though it's not really technically correct. But we all kind of know this area, right? So anybody with hip pain, or anytime you have you squat, you have hip pain, or when you raise your leg, you have hip pain, or you're just tight in general. This is a fantastic one. You're not going to be fully in a planked position, but you'll be kind of slightly tilted to one side, and you're going to be getting right in this little section here, up and down about an inch. And I'll try to leave time at the end. So if we have a few foam rollers, if we want to kind of, anybody wants to give them a shot, go through them one more time, I can do that with you guys at the end. Glute piriformis. So this is an interesting one. And this is not my anatomy of my cheeks. This is way too small, but I'm sorry, I couldn't hold that back. So what we're talking about right now, obviously just the maximus, which is like the big hunk of meat that you got right there that you can just feel. And then our piriformis is a tiny little band of muscle hanging right here. And this one is usually what becomes a problem with most people. People may have heard of piriformis syndrome. I know one of us have. No, okay. So, or any sciatic pain. Sciatic nerve right here, piriformis tight, piriformis crush, nerve, cause a lot of pain. So, but if we suffer from real sciatica, then I probably wouldn't recommend foam rolling this, because you're going to be kind of actually rolling over your sciatic nerve. It's not going to feel good. But if you have piriformis syndrome, that just means we need to just release that tension in the piriformis right here. This can actually cause a lot of back pain as well, because if you see like the actual tendons, the insertion of the muscle here, not trying not to get too sciencey here with you people, but this is all obviously connected to your spine here. So when this gets tight, it's tugging on your spine. It's going to start compressing some of these vertebrae here, and then it's going to start causing pain in your erector muscles in the lower back. It's kind of a domino effect. So another analogy I like to use is, if you got to check engine lights or something's going on in your car, one thing goes wrong, the whole thing's going to go bad. It's just like your body. Everything's connected. So you put water in your engine, the whole thing's toast. So we want to kind of address specific issues. So this is one of my favorite ones, because usually this is one of the biggest issues I've seen with most people, whether it's piriformis syndrome or not. It's just something I like to harp on. So this is an important one. So one of my favorite things is actually the way this girl's doing it right now is a great way to stretch. Yes.
So I'm curious about
Yeah.
that in particular.
Yeah.
So can people? So you said people could get lower back pain. Put in another alternative besides the foam roller be to go to a chiropractor, because I know they
Yeah.
have machines that would shoot electrical currents into your muscles, which would tighten them up, and then when you get done,
Release it.
It releases.
Yeah. So like the electrostim stuff works pretty well. This is just a much cheaper alternative.
Okay.
Uh,
I've definitely experienced that.
what? Yeah. So like I would, if anybody hasn't realized piriformis syndrome. Yes, that's very right. And the sciatic nerve, by the way, is like probably a little bit smaller than my pinky, like as far as thickness. It's huge. It's like an extension cord. It's hard to miss.
I think I felt myofascial tension in my traps at one point.
Yeah, that's a common one. So if you're at the computer a lot, video games, phone, whatever it may be,
and then
we're doing this.
I felt a lot of pain from that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So again, that's why traps are so important. I don't have any trap stuff right here, but I actually have one. If anybody wants to stick around, I can show you guys one that I love that I actually just started doing it myself. Good man. Quads, super easy. All right, so I forgot the glute part. So the way the lady's doing it is actually a great stretch. So if you basically just lay down the way she's set up with her legs and pull both knees kind of together, you're going to get a nice deep stretch in the glute and in your piriformis. If this is too much, if you're so immobile that this is too much, then this leg, just drop it. Just stay on that glute side and roll up and down again, an inch, inch and a half, up and down, back and forth. Use your arms to support, and you can drop this leg down and just massage the glute out if this configuration is a little too much. But that's like more the advanced version of that. Again, the quad's super easy. Just lay down in a plank position. Make sure you're putting your body weight into the thigh, up and down, about an inch, inch and a half, in the spots that feel definitely the most tender, probably where they have the most tension. Moving on, the gastroc, aka calves. So I've dealt with a lot of people with the ankle mobility issue. If you have any type of ankle mobility issue, this is going to be your best friend right here. So with calf stuff, stretching and some sort of release like foam rolling is going to be huge. So the way she's doing it is we're getting that big chunk, the gastrocnemius, the big chunk of the calf. But soleus, if anybody hasn't known, I've said that before to people, but I've never really explained where it is. It's these little mini bands of muscle that are kind of hanging out right below the Achilles tendon on the sides here. So you basically get that foam roller a little bit lower on the calf, lower ankle, and kind of roll side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side. And again, stretching. So against the wall is a great stretch, obviously. Bending the back leg to get the soleus, straightening out to get your calf. Both are going to be really important as far as improving the ankle mobility, because if you don't have any ankle mobility, this is what happens. If anybody else has tried to squat, heels go up, and that's no good. So if we want to train properly, live properly, that's going to be key. All right, I need a volunteer. Valerie, can you grab like 2 of those thick mats outside? Thank you. All right, PNF stretching. So has anybody heard of PNF stretching? Bay, yes? You know what it stands for? Even though it says on the TV. So PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, is one of my favorite forms of stretching. It's something you can do on your own or with a partner. So today we're going to be doing it with a partner, or I'll be doing it on somebody, whoever wants to be the volunteer. It's super easy. So if you're by yourself, let's say, I'm just going to assume everyone's going to be doing this by themselves. It's just 3 easy steps. You're going to be stretching for about 10-15 second holds, whatever target muscle you're doing. And then, and then you're basically, all right, I'll explain it first. So 10 to 15 second stretch on whatever muscle you're doing. And then you're going to contract the actual muscle. So like, for example, let's just say the big picture here, the hamstring. So she's pushing her down for 10-15 second hold. And in the same position, she's not moving anywhere. After 10-15 seconds, she's then going to contract her hamstring. That's what we're stretching. So she's going to push, squeeze, 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 squeeze tight for about 5 to 6 seconds. And then she's going to relax and let go, take a deep breath. And then she's going to be able to push her down further and increase the mobility almost instantly. It's pretty sweet. And so you can do this with all your muscles. It's pretty awesome. This one, he's doing the glute one. So again, pulling yourself in here, right? And then the quad there. So with the quad and hamstring ones, I love doing it with a dog leash. If anybody has a dog here, any type of band that you can just kind of grab and pull yourself in. Super easy to do. The glute one, it's also easy if anybody has a bed. You can just put your leg up on the bed, right? And then just stretch, stretch, stretch. And then squeeze, 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 stretch, 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 squeeze, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. Super easy. So mats, please. You can bring them to the front for me. Anybody want to be my volunteer? We're going to do this for a second. We can, page is tight. A free stretch. Yeah, both. We'll just put both, just extra padding. All right, so.
Am I getting on my back? Or?
Yeah, we'll do the back first. So you just lay on your back. All right, so both legs down. And if anybody doesn't see this, you can stand up. It's okay. All right, we'll start with this leg. So, and you just tell me, so just relax your leg. I'm going to be holding it for you. And so just relax your leg and let me know when you kind of feel like it's too much. Just let me know when it's too tight. So we're going to come, going, keep going, keep going. Just let me know when. Oh, she's flexible. I forgot. All right. So keep going, let me know. Right there? Okay. All right, so everyone kind of take a mental picture on where your leg is right now. We're going to hold this for 10. Anybody got a timer right now? I'm not really. 10. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want you to push against as hard as you can. Flex hard, flex hard, flex hard. Push against me. Push, push, push. Come on now. Weak, weak, weak. Come on now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Everything relax, relax, relax. And boom. Good. Just relaxed. Good. Just keep breathing. And then every time you do this, I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose, like just like yoga, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and relaxed. All right. We're going to go again. 1 and 3, 2, 1, go. Flex, 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 flex. Hard. Give it to me. Hard, hard, hard. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, 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 relax. Magic. Look at that. What was that? Like another inch or two or more? Awesome. So nice, relax. We'll try the other leg. Boom. Or actually, let's do the glute now on this side. So we'll just beta test all of them here. All right, let me know when.
Right there.
Right there? Okay. Just anybody count in their head for me. If anybody knows me, they know that I'm not good at counting, so just make sure I'm doing the right time here. I'm assuming that's a good enough amount. All right, flex against me. Go, go, go. Squeeze. I know you're stronger than that. Come on now. Come on now. Go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice deep breath and relax. Boom. So a couple sets, 2 to 3 sets, nice and easy. And you're going to see a lot of quick change. Good. Flex, 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 flex. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Hard, hard, hard. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Relax, relax, relax. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Boom. Yeah, a little magic fun. All right. So 2 to 3 sets of that, and we're golden.
Oh, thanks.
Beautiful. I think I have time for one more if anybody else want to try. If not, it's okay. Blake, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, why not?
You stiff as a board?
I'm gonna need it later, especially.
We'll get you ready for jiu-jitsu, dude.
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you want to do, hammies?
She will as well.
You want to do hammies, or what do you want to do?
Hips.
Hips?
Yeah.
All right, so the glute one?
All right.
You want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so both legs down for me, nice and flat. All right, we'll try this one first.
All right.
So just relax the leg for me. I'm taking over here,
All right.
sir. Taking over here. All right,
Okay.
tell me when.
That's good.
All right. Homeboy stiff.
I am stiff.
Homeboy stiff. All right. They got a counter for me. Where are we at? Come on, Mom. All right. Keep that leg down, cheater. I got to step on it. All right. I want you to flex as hard as you can against me. Go, go, go. Push, push. Always strong. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, you see that vein? 3, 2, 1. Relax, relax. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let go, let go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Boom. Not to be sexist or anything, but I think with men, it's a lot more noticeable. And you know what? No, it's actually not sexist because it's a compliment to women because you guys are much more mobile, so it's okay. Men need it more. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Hard, hard, hard. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Flex. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Ooh, there we go. He's speechless. And relax.
I feel it.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. All right. I think we have time for one more. Let's go to this side.
Yep.
We can't just straight leg for me. There we go. Oh, this one's worse, dude. Is that it? Yeah, this is bad, dude. All right. All right. Go. Push, 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 push. Squeeze that glute. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. And relax, relax, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Good, good, good. Yep, keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Most people pay for this, so. All right, flex. Go, 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 go. Oh, I don't want to get in the ring with this guy. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh, dude, relax. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice and deep. There we go. There we go. Nice. He's flexible like a newborn now, guys. Everybody give him a hand. Get up.
Thank you.
Good job, man. All right. Been here since 7:30, guys. a.m. Okay, wow, that was rough. Repeat steps 1 and 3 for a couple sets. All right. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, there we go. So more of the story here, guys, because anybody in here who secretly may feel a little discouraged by anything I'm said here, just know that saying, if you want to walk an inch, you got to walk an inch before you walk a mile. So just take your time with it. Like the flossing, the bleeding doesn't stop in a couple days. It stops after a couple weeks of continuous flossing. Same thing as our tissue. You've heard Ian or me say it. What do you call it? Muscular hygiene, fascial hygiene, things like that. Tissue hygiene. It's the same thing. So just take your time, be patient with it. I know flossing sucks. I know this stuff isn't fun. It's not pretty. It's boring and feel like it takes time. But again, 5-10 minutes a day, you have time to do it. Super easy. All right, yeah. So like I said, bada bing, bada boom. Motion's lotion, guys. I'm going to leave a little bit of time here for questions if anybody has them. Yes.
You showed me that one where you put the arm over the bar and then
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Along the same line?
Yes, that's the same thing we're doing as tissue release. So what she's talking about is we use a barbell or the Smith machine bar, and you get it to a level where you're about standing height. You get your arm over the bar with holding a weight, and I like to use a kettlebell. And you just hang, you sit down, let the bar pull, and you start swinging. And it basically kneads out that pizza dough. That's kind of what we're doing, is you're kneading pizza dough. It's kind of a funny way to say it, but you're kneading out pizza dough. Really, it hurts a lot, right?
Yeah, it's not a little uncomfortable, but it's
Yeah.
good afterwards.
Yeah, you feel good, right?
Yeah.
It's an instant reaction that happens. I also think you're probably just releasing some endorphins too, not gonna lie, but kind of like exercise. And this stuff, don't be afraid if it starts making you sweat because it's kind of a workout. So if you're actually doing it right, you're gonna bleed. Like when you're flossing, right? You're gonna sweat. You're gonna get hot. It's gonna get inflamed. So, and that's good. That's a normal, good reaction. That's okay. But over time, it's gonna hurt less. It's gonna get less inflamed. All that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Any other questions? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, sir. Yeah. 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 That's a really good question because I have different opinions on the same thing. That makes sense. So it depends on the muscle group that you're stretching. So like if I'm gonna be squatting, for example, I don't really want to stretch my quads because when you stretch out your quads a lot, now they become very flexible. They actually become a little bit more. They actually become weaker. So I actually would prefer not to actually stretch right before a lift unless it's like so a great example is squat. Instead of stretching my quads, I would actually stretch my calves because my ankle mobility is not great. It's been better, but I have heel shoes, kind of like you, which helps, but I still need to stretch my calves out, which helps that mobility, which helps the whole chain of my exercise work better. Same thing with chest. I'm doing any chest press stuff. I'm probably not going to want to stretch my chest. The actual movement of really light resistance is going to be enough for me to get loose. So that's what I'd recommend. When it comes to prepping for a lift, foam rolling is great. I would actually rather do some sort of tissue work before than actual stretch, because we're stretching when we lift weights, we're exercising. That's why the warm-ups are important. So using super light weight, do your exercise in a full range of motion. That's going to be enough. That's going to be more than enough. Yeah. Anybody else? Faye?
When you're doing your foam roll on TFL,
Yes.
I always take it down. I do it up here first, but you take it down to the insertion and you do it.
No. No. So you're probably hitting your IT band when you do that, and it probably doesn't feel good.
Oh, you know, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. See, I'm not an expert or anything, but the IT band is a little bit more of like a tendon, connective tissue. So when I was in school, the IT band was meant to be tight and actually hold your quads together and like keep everything all kind of encased, fascia, keep it all encased. That stuff, I've never recommended foam rolling, but your TFL, where your hip bone starts, right before your hip bone starts, right down in here is where I usually like to go. I experience hip pain probably once every like 4 months on one side, and it's painful to lift my leg like this high. It hurts so bad. Can't squat, can't do anything. So I get this part right here. It hurts so bad. But after twice a day, day 2, day 3, it starts going away. So I usually just recommend that. If you're getting your quad, then you come down this way. But on your IT band, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, anybody else? I love questions. Take time to think. It depends. I hate having to say that. So, like I talked about with the sciatic stuff, if you really are suffering from sciatica, sometimes it's actually counterintuitive to foam roll your glutes, where your sciatic nerve is like kind of originating, at least down in your legs. So, because I actually suffer a little bit of sciatica, and when I foam roll, when I'm experiencing symptoms, it makes it worse. I think you've done the same thing, right? You had that happen before. So I wouldn't do that. But as far as everything else, no, it's actually great. It's actually great for your nerves and your muscles and stuff. No, yeah, no. You'd have to. I mean, like you need to get like a 400-pound like friggin' Amazonian to like really get in there to really do any damage. But yeah, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Again, I think it'd be really hard. Those guns, in my opinion, are not super powerful. I've used some that are good, they're pretty powerful, but it's not going deep enough to get the important stuff. It's getting very surface level stuff where it's not going to cause any damage. It may hurt like hell, but that's a good thing. I mean, if you're doing it right. But no, it's not. It shouldn't cause any damage. No, and if it does, then you can sue me. It's recorded. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete this later. I'm gonna bleep it out. Anybody else? All good. Last takers. Okay. Well, if you guys all know me, so if you ever see me around the gym, any questions, I'm more than happy you have my number. Just let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, one more slide. So a little announcement. You guys get a little sneak peek. We're going to be introducing a cool new. This date might change, so don't guarantee this, but I will let everybody know about the actual date. But this is the date that we're kind of working with right now. But I'm going to be introducing a new series of workshops and clinics for the next entire year. So I'm hoping to try to maybe draft up a calendar later on, and we'll just kind of know what's going on for the rest of the quarters. So this next one, I've already talked to a few of you about it. It's going to be talking about freeing up our shoulders. So any type of posture stuff we're struggling with, like I just talked about earlier, it's going to be kind of piggybacking from this workshop into the next one. It's going to be more interactive. So it's going to be like a little 10-minute, 15-minute maybe little PowerPoint. I already have it drafted up. It's going to be a bunch of exercises, and then we're going to just kind of go over them in here, or out there, or wherever. So basically just, again, liberating your shoulders. Most of us struggle with some sort of posture issue. So it's going to be really important. I know a lot of us have experienced shoulder pain, whether it's anywhere from, just sleeping on it wrong to just chronic frozen shoulder. I'm going to have like 8 exercises that's going to address all that stuff. Pretty good. So I recommend everybody show up to that one. And then any questions on that? Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Like for like on the bone, around it. Like when you press up, it hurts.
Yeah, well,
In your trap muscles, or like you feel like it's in your spine.
I mean, I feel like so
Yeah.
is there any stretch or something?
So
like I said, if I was doing too much,
you might have strained yourself, possibly. Okay. Okay. To release tension a lot in our upper neck and our head, I think I invented it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna give myself credit. One of my new clients, Janet, everybody knows Janet. She's suffering from some shoulder stuff, but it also is good for the neck. So what I do, it's not really pleasant, but I get under a bar, like the Smith machine over there, or one of the barbells. I get it to a height where I can kind of get under it, and then I make sure I put weight on it so when I push into it, it doesn't get off the thing. And I just let it sit right in here, and then I stand up and I just give it pressure. I hold it for 30 seconds each side. This stuff, neck circles. I'll just try doing neck circles. Yeah. And if you for future, I know you're a training client, so I mean for future stuff, that's something we can probably address more individually. I know there's probably enough time right now, but yeah. Yeah. Well, it just depends. I mean, we'd probably need another 30 minutes to address the individual issue, but that's something we can definitely talk about more for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody else? Last minutes. Dire questions. Okay. Offended. I'm just kidding. New challenge. I invite all of you to give it a shot. Paige already said no, but she's gonna do it. We're gonna be rowing to the Naval Air Station. Now, don't freak out. We're not actually going in the water. Okay. We just got a new Concept 2 row machine, and runs like a Rolex. So men and women are gonna be competing separately. So we're gonna have one fast male winner and one fast female winner. It's 1.5 miles. So fastest one to get there wins. Don't know the prize yet, so don't ask me. Any questions on that? Okay. All right. And then my references, if any of you nerds want to, check my sources. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I mean, if you guys have any other questions, I'll stick around a little bit longer, but.
It's not an ALA heading, though.
I know, dude. I've been out of college for like 5 years,
Come
all right?
on, man.
And by the way, it was MLA when I was in school, so I don't know what you're talking about.
ALA is the American Psychological Association. All about science. MLA is Modern Language Association.
Right. So if y'all are writing papers, you need to get that straight. Thank you very much.
You have a tutor. Thank you. I was waiting for that. Thank you.